One of my favorite mechanics that I've implemented in my D&D campaigns has to do with the gods. I talked about this during episode 1 of the Atlas Loom, but essentially the way my pantheons work is a god's power is directly proportional to how many followers they have. Straight up, the more followers you have, the more power you have. It sounds super simple and super basic at first, but once you start asking yourself questions about how gods transition power using this method, you start to get into some of the big plot hooks that could happen in your campaign. For example, if someone starts a cult and they actually amass a massive amount of followers, and those followers genuinely believe this person to be a god and start like praying to them and making deals with them a la warlock patron, then over time, as their number of followers grows, so will their power, and they might actually become a god. They might transcend, they might achieve apotheosis. The whole subculture of beings believes this certain creature to be a god of death, and they start having like set rituals around the fact that this person is a god of death. Congrats! Over time, you're going to become a god of death. Same thing happens in reverse though. If you're a god and you're going to war against another god, a very viable way of doing that is by straight up just murdering any of their followers. You can find holy artifacts of this god's faith and like claim them for yourself, repurpose them, corrupt them, and that shatters people's belief in their god, which then weakens the god. You can go out and seek out the oracles, the champions, the leaders of this person's faith, and then kill them or corrupt them or otherwise break their spirit, which will be a fucking massive blow to the god themselves. And it introduces a way for gods to die off of natural causes just by being forgotten about. And it has a lot of potential for god-related quest lines and the development of pantheons over time in your world. The history writes itself, honestly.